deal? What's going on, y'all? This damn Moon and Brunson, you know, I'm over in Valdosta. So, what up, cuz? What up, cuz? I'm finna get started on this Valdosta shit. You know what I mean? I'm gonna start talking about Valdosta. You know, I want a few of my fans in here. It's a good place to live, but it could be the fucking worst place they ever come. And you know, I want to give my own testimony, but I want people to like actually know what goes on. What's up, kinfolk? I see you in the building. I got two of my fans in the building, so you know I'm just gonna start talking. Okay, I've been working at Dairy Queen for like 7 months, since March the 15th. Okay, it's ran by black people. You know, the man been lying to him for 6 months. Yeah, I got your raise, all this shit. 6 months. Okay, I'm hoping, I'm like, damn, you know, shit gonna be on the next check. I'm gonna just keep working. So, what it did was this. I went to work Wednesday. He got about 5 faggots working there. 3 or 4 faggots, one on manager. The rest of them I don't got no problem with. You know, I ain't got no problem with nobody. I can get along with anybody. But you got all these motherfucking faggots working in your motherfucking business. So, I went to work Wednesday. One of the motherfucking managers talking about why I'm standing around, why I'm doing this, why I'm not working. So I'm really blowed now, cause like, damn, bro, calm down now. So then, what makes it crazy is I'm 34. I'm finna be 35. The gate manager, 24, 26, somewhere up in there. But you mad with me, you bitching at me because the other young nigga, 18 years old, bringing home 702 weeks. And it's taking your money. But you bitching at me about it. So now I'm really blowed because you ain't saying that to this man, knowing this the person you really want to confront. So now, go from Wednesday all the way to Sunday, was yesterday. Was my last day at Dairy Queen. So, yesterday, I went to damn work. I went to work yesterday, and everything was alright in the beginning. So one of the dudes asked me to buy ice cream. I was like, okay, do it come with a $5 meal? So he was like, yeah. So I said, okay then, cool. I gave him the money. Told him, hey man, go and buy that $5 meal. And you get the ice cream, I get the chicken tenders and the fries. So we got busy. I was in the kitchen by myself, running the kitchen. Anybody know me, I know how to run a kitchen, but I don't like bullshit. So this is what I did. Okay, I'm in the kitchen. Hey, Miss Liz, how you doing? I'm just telling how I'm doing in Valdosta over here. You know, I'm all right. So I'm in this kitchen by myself. Wow, you got 2 people in ice cream. You got 2 or 3 waitresses. You got 2 people in the drive-thru. I'm in this kitchen by myself. So to mention now, I done gave this boy the money to buy the $5 meal. He done bought it. I done made it. It's just sitting right here on the counter. So when I clear out this $600 worth of people, I went to the back of the restaurant and I started eating my chicken tenders and my fries. They was cold, but I still was eating them. So then, the man came back there, the faggot came back there, the manager, and was like, you can't eat back here. If that's the case, you can go on break and eat your food. So I'm like, man, look, I've been eating this same spot for 6 months. The manager done came back there, they seen me eating, and they asked me why I didn't eat something else. And I'm like, I'm all right. Now, to mention that, I clocked out, went on break, and I ate my meal. You know, I called my wife, let her know what was about to go down. You know, it's crazy at the DQ. So, I also called my general manager, and they told me to tell him to call them. So, I was like, okay, cool. So, after my break, I went back in and started back working, and the faggot was running the drive-thru, trying to get perfection numbers. And in my heart, I'm like, I'm upset with you. How can you get perfect numbers tonight? So he kept worrying me about his food. I'm okay. I'm just chilling, you know. So he kept worrying me about his food. So I was like, bruh, you'll get it when I fix it. So he was like, well, if you feel like that, if that's the case, you can clock out and go home and be jobless. Now, when it comes to this statement, customers are in a dining hall, employees are looking because they want to know what's really going on. They want to know what's going on. So he tells me, if that's how you feel, you can clock out, go home, and be jobless. And this happened yesterday. This is how faggots are doing, you know what I mean? It's like, I wanted to do something bad, but the thing is, guess what? It ain't worth going to prison. So guess what? I clocked out and I went home. I gave them both of my work shirts back and my badge, you know. But I just wanted to let you know, like, what's going on over here in Valdosta. Like, people are really selfish because it's like, it's not hurting me, it's just on my heart because this just happened. Any job that I work, I get emotional a little bit because I know I'm a great worker. But at the same time, just like I started my broadcast, it's like, how can I work for a person for 7 months and still make $725? My name is D. Carlos Antonio Brinson. That was the first time I ever did. And it'll be the last time I ever do. But, back to this topic. Okay, so, I started working at Dairy Queen in March. I started working at Oasis in July. How can I get better treatment at Oasis? Hey, how you doing? How you doing? I'm going live. I'm telling about, hey, how you doing, Melissa? Ty, I'm telling about, like, what I just went through in Valdosta yesterday. I got 2 jobs. Now, one thing, I had 2 jobs until yesterday. But you know one thing about me, I work. So, back to what I was saying, like yesterday, when I went to work, my manager is gay. So, he was bothering me, you know, just talking a little pettiness. And the thing was, I bought a $5 meal, and I gave the ice cream to my coworker. And by the time we cleared the restaurant out, I went to the back and started eating. And my gay manager was like, you can't eat back here. If that's the case, you can clock out and go on break and eat. So it stemmed the argument. But after I went on break and ate my food and stuff, and I went back in the restaurant, and the man was running the drive-thru. The gay person was running the drive-thru, and he was looking for perfection numbers. And I was like, bro, you will get your food when I fix it. So it stemmed another argument. And the man told me, if that's the case, you can clock out, go home, and be jobless. Now, one thing about it, like I was saying, y'all always know me. I will work, and I have 2 jobs at one time, and I still work to perfection. But when you got a faggot running your restaurant, and this man tells me, now, once again, he told me yesterday, if that's the case, clock out, go home, and be jobless. But I already had 2 jobs. But I still clocked out from Dairy Queen. And I gave them both of my shirts back and my badge. I gave all that back because you're not just finna handle me in front of everybody. You got the customers looking at us. You got employees looking at us. But you want to go and you want to write me up for what? Because I told you how I felt? Because I went to the back of the restaurant and was eating a chicken tender box? This is Dairy Queen in Valdosta in a perimeter road. I worked there for 7 months. And then I made $725. And they lied to me for 6 months. And I just kept working. But in the meantime, I found another job. And the thing is, I'm getting paid more than $725. But when I go here, and this faggot telling me, clock out, go home and be jobless, I'm not even going to say anything else that goes on at Dairy Queen, that went on at Dairy Queen. I'm just speaking about what I went through. You know what I mean? Me being over here in Valdosta, you don't know nobody, you're not from here. People are totally different. I see why niggas in prison now. I see why people are in prison who are from Valdosta, because the people act so nonchalant that it makes you like, really, what's going on with people? It's not like people that I know. It's just being in a strange place where you don't know anybody. Everybody team up against you. And I don't like that. That's one thing I don't like about Valdosta. But other than that, my life is well. I'm doing good over here. I'm still breathing. You know what I mean? I thank God for that. But I just wanted to give y'all an insight on stuff that really be going on in Valdosta. You know what I mean? You got, it's like, you got a lot of stuff that goes on. Appreciate that love. I just wanted to say how I felt, what I was going through. You know what I mean? But you see it, man. You see it. I'm like, how the hell I work here and I already get a raise, but been at Dairy Queen since March. I don't play like that. Because my money is my livelihood. That's how I survive. That's what keeps me in focus. Trying to do right. But you can't treat people bad and expect something good to happen. I'm doing all right, and it's just, that just was on my heart about, like, what I just went through yesterday. Because, it felt so relieved not to be blamed for anything anymore. I ain't got to worry about being blamed for nothing. I ain't got to be the blame for why some ain't did or why some ain't they dotted. I ain't got to be the blame. That's what made me feel good, but what made me feel bad is how you gonna confront me about a chicken tender box that I paid for with money that I worked for. So I took off right then. The people that know me, I took off when this gay person came talking about you can't eat right here, you got to clock out and go on break. I took off. And it's like, the thing that just hurts so bad is a lot of times people just do stuff with no purpose and don't even understand why. Anybody who will work with me, I look out for my people. You already know that. Anybody who work with me, and I used to do the same thing at Dairy Queen. But just like I say, this man, he went out of his character yesterday. He went out of his character. But the thing is, I accepted it. I clocked out, came home, and when I got off from Oasis today, I had a Sunday meal cooked, and on time I ate 2 plates, and I done took a nap, I done ate my second plate, but now I'm out here expressing how I feel and what I just went through. You know what I mean? Because it's like, you got one life to live. And the reason I work so hard is to try to survive. You know, that's basically it. To show my mama I can stand on my own 2 legs by myself, you know. That's why I grind so hard. You know, and it's like, I just want y'all to know what be going on in Valdosta. It seems a pretty place. It is. It's a beautiful place. But at the same time, the people make the city of Valdosta look real bad. The people. They act all cool and polite. You go out to eat. What's up, BJ? What's up, my nigga? I was just telling what happened yesterday, man. But yeah, the people in Valdosta really make Valdosta look bad. Because they will seem innocent, nice, all that. But it seemed to me like the people that I work with in Valdosta, they act real stupid. For real, like they'll make you do something to them. And then, man, I'm just sitting up here cooling down, telling them a little testimony about what happened yesterday. I'm at down work at Dairy Queen, and then I bought a $5 meal, and I gave one of my coworkers ice cream. I kept the chicken tenders and fries. So then when I went to eat my stuff in the back of the restaurant, the gay manager comes up and he's like, you can't eat this right here. You got to go on break and eat. And I'm like, man, I've been eating right here for 6 months. So it started an argument. So I went outside. I called my wife. I called my general manager. And they was like, tell him to call us. So when I went back in there and started back working, he would run the drive-thru looking for good, perfect numbers. And I was like, bro, I'm going to fix your food. You going to get your food when I fix your food. And he was like, well, if that's the case, you can clock out, go home, and be jobless. And I already had 2 jobs. But what I was saying is, I worked for 7 months at Dairy Queen, making $7.25. But then I started working at Oasis, and I'm getting paid better money in 90 days. So, you know, that's what really was on my mind right now. Like, I'm working for these black people and get treated like shit. And just like I told the girl at damn Dairy Queen, Valdosta really reminds me of a prison. The reason I say that is this. Every prison is different. And working at Dairy Queen was like being at damn Macon State Prison or Calhoun State Prison. That's how I felt when I worked at Dairy Queen, like I was in a prison, man. You can't do nothing. You can't eat whatever you buy. You can get half off some of this stuff. But if I spent more money out of my pocket than anybody else, you shouldn't even bother me about eating nothing at all. You look, I wasn't toting the whole kitchen out of there. You know, just speaking in general, I don't steal, but I'm just saying, you lucky I wasn't stealing. I don't steal anymore. You know, but how you come confront me about a $5 chicken tender box? How? I don't understand that. And I paid for it. You already know, fam. You already know. That's why, just like I said, that's why I clocked out and I came on home. And I went to work at the car wash today and I talked to my owner. And he was like, man, you know, he didn't say anything bad. He didn't say nothing. But talk to your manager. If you want more hours, talk to your manager. That's all he said. But it's like, it hurts so bad when us black people get ranked up, have the power to hire and fire. And, black people treat you way different than white people in a business aspect. That's what upset me so bad, because this Dairy Queen ran by black people. They got good hospitality to customers. But as far as like co-workers, they treat you like shit. And it make you like want to black out on them. And that's why I was saying, it's like when you work for people, people got to treat you right. Because ever since I've been out of prison, I've been grinding. I done had plenty of jobs, But the thing is, when you not getting treated right on a job, it takes you into a depression. And that's anybody. That's anybody. So, it's like, I wanted to say that. I wanted to get that out there. How I'm living in Valdosta. I'm doing all right. I'm blessed. But at the same time, Valdosta sucks when it comes to people. When it comes to people, it's nothing like Thomasville. It's just like if I come home, when I cross that Thomas County line and I get home and people see me, it's that welcome. It's that, oh, I miss you, man. Oh, how you been doing? But see, in Valdosta, it's total opposite. It's total opposite. People are for themselves. But, I can't blame them for being for themselves. I stay in my own lane. But at the same time, DJ, you need to go back and watch this, boy. Cause hey, I just told what was really going on and what I did and what happened. But like I was saying, it's like people in general in Valdosta really sucks. It make you don't want to deal with some of them. And that's bad. That's bad, because I'm African American. I love all African Americans because of God, but I ain't got to deal with them if I don't have to deal with them. You know what I mean? But just like I said, DJ, man, I'm talking about this shit just got real yesterday, boy. Shit got real yesterday, boy. I ain't even lying. How the hell you gonna get mad at me for eating a $5 box that I paid for? You get mad and you confront me about some chicken tenders I ate and I paid for them. And gonna tell me, if that's the case, go on break and eat. Listen, it started out, I bought a $5 lunch and I gave Damien the ice cream and I kept the chicken tenders and the fries. So when I went to the back of the restaurant where I always go in and eat, I started eating my food and Curtis came back there and Curtis was like, you can't eat back here. If that's the case, you can clock out, go on break and eat. So I went off and I went on break. When I got off break, Damien went to break and Curtis will run the drive-thru. So therefore, he talking about where my food at. I need my food. And I'm like, bruh, you will get your food when I fix your food. So then he goes to say he gonna write me up. If that's the case, I can clock out, go home and be jobless. So I went and clocked my black ass out and I was jobless from Dairy Queen, but I still work at Oasis where I'm making money. You know, it's just fucked up. All the motherfucking gay ass people want to run shit. Yes, all about a $5 lunch, nigga. 3 tenders and some fries, nigga. Miss me with that bullshit. And just like I said, I worked for fucking 7 months for $7.25. What the fuck I look like? Kunta, nigga? Hell the fuck no. I got bills. And the thing about it, is I'm gonna work to pay my motherfucking bills. But I'm not gonna be treated bad in the process of working. No, I didn't have no gravy. I dipped them in ranch. That's what I had. A 3-piece with ranch dressing and some fries. And he came and he confronted me about the meal I paid for. So you know I went off. And then he come back again talking about where my food at, and I went off again. And he told me to clock out, go home and be jobless. So I went and clocked my ass out. And I gave my shirts back and my badge. I made $7.25. I'm worth way more than $7.25. Me, I am. You know, so it's all cool. And just like I told Alicia, I'll be back up there next Friday to get my little ass check. And hopefully by that time I already have 2 jobs. Cause I ain't playing. I ain't playing at all. And one thing about it that you know, DJ, we started on the same day. You know I work and I don't steal. I'm gonna eat regardless. But when you sit up there and you confront me about 3 damn tenders and some fries, nigga, go sit his ass down. And you make sure you tell Tom and them that they can come and watch this on my page. Because guess what? They never heard my side of what happened. They heard about the first argument, but when I went off a break, they don't know nothing about that. So they can come tune in to this right here and they can catch a real glimpse of what the hell happened. You know what I mean? It's just like I said, $7.25, that's for a child. And I'm a grown ass man. For real, man, it's just, you just got to keep your head up, bro, and stay focused. Just stay focused, because I ain't even lying, boy. You see me down, I move myself up out of there. And I ain't going to get treated bad for no damn body. Unless my mama or my wife, that's it. That's it. But as far as like co-workers and shit and what I was saying on this live, man, it's like people here really suck. You good people now, but a lot of people, they do shit. And I see why niggas in prison, bro. I see why people do stuff that they do. Because some of these people around here, man, they selfish. It ain't nothing like Thomasville. It's just like when you need a ride home and people never gave you a ride, bro. In Thomasville, I can have 2 jobs and I ain't got to worry about how I'm going to get back and forth, man. The people are totally different, DJ. I could be in Thomasville. Somebody gonna take me to work. Somebody gonna pick me up. Somebody gonna damn do. I swear, I ain't got to ride a bicycle. In Thomasville, where I'm from, where my people know me at, bro, it's totally different. The people act totally different. You see how people act in Valdosta because you from here. But the thing is, like where I'm from, bro, I never ride a bicycle home from work unless I wanted to. And that's for real. That's for real, bro. How you be up there and stuff, don't know how you gonna get home. That never happened to me in Thomasville. And it's just like how people treat me like at work. That should never happen in Thomasville. Yeah. That's why it seemed like I was serious about everything, is because I noticed the different trend of people around here in Valdosta. People act totally different from Thomasville. I could be walking and somebody I know will pass by, they pulling right the fuck over. Cause get what, I ain't got no business walking. I make too much money to be walking or riding a bicycle. You know, and that's what I wanted you to know, bro. You just got to stay focused and do what you got to do. Find you another job, man. Get the fuck up out of there. We been that motherfucker 7 months. I was there 7 months. You know what I mean? It's like, I love everybody. But when all that foolishness go to hitting the fan, I ain't got time for that. I ain't got time for that foolishness, man. And that's what blow me so bad. Is all the stuff that I went through at Dairy Queen. You know how many days I got wet riding on my bicycle, going to work every day? 3.5 miles from where I live. You know how many days I got wet going to work? And the thing is, I'm still making $7.25, but I'm grinding. But what you know now, DJ, is this right here, man. If you ever get another job, don't get a job that's ran by black people. Do not get a job that's ran by black people, because they're going to treat you the same way. I did 5 years in prison, and white people treat you different than black people in prison. So, what I'm saying, like at Dairy Queen, I already saw that. But the thing is, for it to be actuality in the free world where I ain't locked up, that motherfucking Dairy Queen still had me feeling like I was in motherfucking Macon State Prison. Because it was ran by black people. You got more managers than you got workers. Where the hell they do that at? 4 managers on one shift. 2 workers. And that's just being real, man. That's just being real. I ain't lying, I love all my people. But the thing is, I ain't gonna be getting treated fucked up by nobody. And especially like a gay ass person. Yeah. You know, it's like I'm just being real, bro. That's it. I'm just being real, 100%. And you know, it took a lot for me to become a person that I am, but at the same time, man, you got to find you another job. And make sure it is not ran by black people. Because black people in Valdosta really suck. They will make you murk them. They will make you do something to their ass and wind up in damn chain gang like the rest of them niggas for down 10 to 20 years. I'm dead ass serious, bro. You know how many niggas I met from Valdosta in prison? But the thing is, I understand the state of mind that these people had. You can't just walk around treating people fucked up and shit, man. People will kill you. People will hurt you. That's what I hate about Valdosta, is because even I was working, half of my co-workers, they ain't fucking like me. But they smile in my face and talk behind my back and shit. You know what I mean? Then they come throwing a little shade and shit. But at the same time, I know in my heart that the people don't like me. But I deal with them just to keep my money coming. You know what I mean? What line? What line, DJ? And it's like, that's the thing, man. You gotta stay focused, cause I ain't gonna lie, man. I got some tricks up my sleeve. Cause it's like, it's just a rude awakening, man. That's all it is. It's just a rude awakening. Yeah, and it's like, I'm good. My heart don't feel right. It feels a little better because I said something about it. I can let my family and my friends know what really happened, you know. So that's what made me feel better about the whole situation. But as far as like working, I'll survive because I'm a go-getter. Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like, I'm trying to stay in focus. I woke up this morning, just, you know, it's like I was up under a black cloud. But I'm alright. You know what I mean? I ain't got to worry about being blamed for nothing else. I ain't got to worry about being blamed for stealing. I ain't got to worry about being blamed for eating. I ain't got to worry about being blamed. And that's what make me feel good about everything, too, is I ain't there, so you can't say I did it. You know, when I think about it, it's like, you'll see here, how about 2 or 3 more people? They ain't gonna last 2 weeks, and he'll hire 2 or 3 more. You know? What's good, TK? I was just sitting up here talking about, damn, what the hell happened at Dairy Queen? My damn manager tried to confront me about buying a $5 lunch, and I went off. Then we got in another argument. The gay nigga told me to clock out and go home and be jobless. You know, and if you making minimum wage for $7.25 for 7 months, you might as well be jobless. Nothing, man. I'm chilling out here, you know, sipping on this Arizona, just talking about damn Dairy Queen, the bullshit. Because it's like, it's petty. Yeah, my manager was down confronting me about some fucking chicken tenders the other night. And I told his ass, I paid for this. And after that, we got in another argument. Nigga told me to clock out, go home, and be jobless. You know, so I went and clocked my black ass out of that motherfucker and gave him my shirts and my hats back. But other than that, cuz I'm just sitting out here cooling. And DJ, man, you stay in focus. But yeah, man, it's like, I'm just chilling though. I'm gonna be alright. And I just hope all my family and my friends watch this to really know what's going on. Yeah, man, cause I'm talking about, yeah, it's like, when I was your age though, I was fucked up. Yeah, I was fucked up. I was already finna go to prison when I was 17. But I went in as a boy and I came out a man. When I got out of that motherfucking joint, nigga, my work history is strong. My work history is strong, nigga. I ain't even lying. And fucking 12 years, nigga, I done did 10 years work. I ain't been unemployed 2 years. My work history is strong. You know what I mean? And that's what you gotta do. You gotta get out and go find that shit, man. For real. Cause you got one life to live. You don't wanna be my age, still in the same damn position you in right now. You don't. But yeah, it's like, Valdosta is a damn spooky ass place. To me, it's spooky because I don't know no damn body. The little family that I do got here, except them. You know, but other than that, it's like friends and shit. This ain't a place for me to have friends. Cause too much bullshit be going on with people. But see, guess what though? Guess what the good part is? When I get off on Oasis tomorrow, I'm going to fucking Thomasville. And I ain't got to come back till Thursday. Cause I ain't got to work Wednesday. I go spend all that time with my folks and stuff and still come back to my other job and still get paid. More than I was making at Dairy Queen. So, you know, it's all good. I did it. I did it for down 7 months.